Andrew. It was one man and a dream that he would be able to throw in a first pitch in 50 ballparks across the United States. The fact that he is Jewish and has no arm did not stop him. My friend, Eitan Levine, wins the big one when he goes to the Mariners tonight at 5 o'clock. He'll be there for warm-ups and then, of course, the ceremonial first pitch. Welcome, Eitan.
There you go.
That was amazing. I didn't know I was going to get music and everything like that. That was incredible.
Nothing.
I'm throwing out the pitch tonight, first pitch, because of this man over here, John Curley, set this up.
Why'd your voice get even more annoying? What's going on?
Yeah, like Shecky Green over here. Shecky, did you say Shecky Green? You thought I wasn't Jewish enough. Yeah, but John set it up. John's the most connected person I've ever met.
I called Kevin over the Mariners, and he's like, because they were losing a bunch of games, just getting started. Let's just get past this. And I kept bothering. Finally, again, I said, he goes, no, what does he want? I said, he's doing for Make-A-Wish. He had cancer when he was a kid. He's going to all these parks, both all the national games. He's doing minor league games as well. He wants to do 50. The unofficial record, I think, is like 45. And Kevin said, okay, connect him with me. So there you go.
So to give you guys the breakdown, this summer I'm breaking the Guinness record for most ceremonial first pitches thrown over the course of the year. 50 pitches, like John said, to raise money for Make-A-Wish. I had cancer. I got a Make-A-Wish. Really excited to be giving back. We have like 51 teams that are booked. 12 of those are Major League. I just flew in yesterday from San Francisco, where I did the Oakland A's a couple days ago, and then I do the Mariners tonight. Tomorrow I fly back to do the Stockton Ports, the Modesto Nuts, the San Jose Giants, San Francisco Giants, Fort Wayne Tin Caps, the Worcester Woo Sox, the Syracuse Mets, and then I'm breaking the record at Citi Field, which is unclaimed at 40 on August 21st.
What's been the worst experience so far?
I will say the Rocky Mountain vibes. The vibes not great in the Rocky Mountains is what I found out when I went there. The guy, most of the time, it's comp tickets or whatever. Right. There was I couldn't figure out like the disagreement that happened between that guy and whoever booked me. And I got an email from him, and he was like, you can throw the pitch and then you can get off the field. What? It was like, he was like, whatever. I show up and he was like, and you have to buy your own ticket. So I get there and it's $2 ticket day. Anyways, and then I get in and there's like 13 people there. So that was, I think, the worst experience that I had. I mean, also the heat. 94 degrees in Montgomery, which is like walking in a mouth. Yeah. And then it was 100 degrees at first pitch when I did the Las Vegas Aviators.
What's the, you do a lot of minor league stadiums. What's the best mascot? I mean, you're wearing, what is this, a pickle you got on right now?
Portland Pickles, Dylan T. Pickle. So there is like a very interesting difference between like minor league and independent league. The minor league teams that are attached to Major League Baseball a little bit more, they got to be a little bit more, buttoned up. But the independent leagues, it's chaos. It's absolute chaos. The Portland Pickle mascot is a guy, Dylan T. Pickle. And I will say that the current thing that they're dealing with is that he dances so sexy. For a pickle, for a dancing pickle, this guy is sexy. They had stripper night a couple of weeks ago, and Dylan T. Pickle did a little bit of like a striptease like on the field. I'm not even joking. When I was pitching, it was crop dusting night. Like full on, it was a fart-themed independent league night. You can check it out.
I pulled some sound from it.
Okay. So this is you in Portland, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did they do the big, ladies and gentlemen, please stand? Did they do any of that kind of stuff
Just
for you?
salute me.
Okay.
Pitch project, pitch number 30 in Portland, Oregon, home of the Portland Pickles, also home to the most unhinged mascot in professional baseball.
Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going.
Are you? What's funny about this pitch project is that sometimes they'll show up and there will be a theme night. And the theme night tonight at the Portland Pickles is crop dusting night. It is a fart-themed night here that I'm throwing a pitch at.
Tonight is crop dust night. Well, I mean, it's double entendre, a little bit of everything, right? We've got crop dust, and then we're doing a lot of toot noises. We're doing a lot of that.
Crop duster we got overhead. Oh, there it is. It's got a little.
Yeah, we didn't create the term crop dust, but we're gonna lean into the double meaning.
You guys are the weird ones for thinking crop dusting has anything to do with fart.
Jeez, what? Great American pastime.
Yeah, definitely. They passed gas at this past time.
Yeah.
Anyways, Venmo me. But I will say best mascot, though, is the Portland Sea Dogs. They have the Trash Monster. And the Trash Monster is a monster with a giant trash can that is taped to the front of it. And it's a gimmick to get kids to throw out trash. Because at the end of the game, all the kids are like, I want to throw out trash. I want to throw out trash. And they run to throw the trash out in the Trash Monster.
Oh, it's an actual trash can.
It's an actual trash can. So
Smart.
this guy walks around as like a trash monster. That's genius.
The pitches, I've been watching you through the last couple of months. Yeah. If I were you, I would be embarrassed.
Yeah.
I mean, they're horrible. It looks like you're intentionally breaking a record where
that's not
a
nice.
man that's left-handed throws with his right hand. Like it's so bad.
Yeah. I would say that my pitching ability is, you remember in The Rookie, the movie about the baseball kid that slips on the ball and then it tightens his arm up and then he becomes good. And then at the end of the movie, he slips on the ball again and then he injures his arm and he can't throw anymore. I am like the second part of that movie. My arm has not gotten better. It went from bad to now I'm just like a little bit like at a showboaty out there because I'm like trying to be like, maybe I'll like really throw the heat this time and then I'll end up going like wide left. I haven't bounced it yet.
Oh, good.
Which is like the only thing. I high arc it as high as anything.
Do crowds have an expectation though? Are they making announcements before you're throwing? This guy's doing the world record. He's doing so many. So they expect you to be good.
So I mean, I don't know. I guess they would expect me to be good, but you know,
I don't know. Once they see you, they might think this guy probably doesn't play a lot of baseball.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Like every
The
single.
beard. I just meant the beard. He's got a long beard.
Like every single baseball
He
player.
does. He really does.
It should be illegal to have a thin first baseman. Okay, I want my first baseman shaped like a Dominican. Okay, I want like a nice thick butt. All right, I want a gut. I look like the optimal.
Those guys can hit.
The beard, yeah.
There's nothing better than like just a huge.
Has Make-A-Wish called you and said, stop, because your pictures are so bad, or in any way? So at the age of 10...
we wish you would stop.
Yes, stop. It's hurting us.
We got a request in from a little kid in Seattle.
He wants to waste his wish that you would stop doing this.
At the age of 10, you get diagnosed. What type of cancer was it?
I had a Ewing sarcoma, which was like a bone tumor that was right under my knee. And it was a very rare cancer. I know we were talking about how I'm Jewish and everything like that. This is an actual fact. My cancer was so rare, and my mom was so Jewish that she used to brag about it to people. Like, I used to catch her just being like, he has a very rare. The doctors are very impressed by how rare this cancer is. He's got all Sloan Kettering in a real big pickle, Eitan does.
But I remember reading this piece that you said that you got cancer at the wrong time.
Yeah, the wrong time. I got treated in New York in the early 2000s. And this is the issue, is that I didn't do cancer right, because when I had cancer, all of my favorite sports teams were bad. So the best part of having cancer is getting to meet your favorite athletes, but instead, there's just like a bunch of pictures of a young, bald me with New York Mets players that I don't recognize
that you despise
at all. I could have met Derek Jeter. One time, there was an organization called me up and said, you want to meet Derek Jeter? And I was like, no, I am a New York Mets fan. And then instead I got to meet Benny Agbayani. This is a guy, I don't know him either. I met him 3 times. They kept on introducing me to this guy over and over and over.
I got it.
This is how irrelevant a player was. The 3rd time I met Benny Agbayani, he recognized me.
He goes, hey, cancer kid.
He was like, Eitan. I'm like, who are you? And he's like, Benny Agbayani. I'm on the Mets. And I'm like, oh, Benny. I'm 10 years old, like undressing this guy. Let me just say, but I don't mean to diminish cancer. You have cancer. No. Cancer is terrible. But I will say this. If you had cancer and you grew up in Cleveland before LeBron James came along, that was a waste of cancer. That's all. That's all that I'm saying.
Was that your? So you're 10 years old. You get a Make-A-Wish.
Was
that your wish? Was to meet somebody from the Mets?
No. So let me explain to you something kind of like maybe a little bit conspiratorial about this. Okay. I grew up like an Orthodox Jewish, and you get a lot. There's like Jewish camps and stuff for cancer kids. Like we kept kosher, the holidays and stuff like that. Happens to be that one of these organizations does have a Make-A-Wish-esque program. So
This is a Jewish program.
Yeah, called High Lifeline. So I got a Make-A-Wish and I got a Jewish Make-A-Wish, which whenever I've said it does sound like a conspiracy where they're just like, and you know the thing about the Jewish kids, they get 2 Make-A-Wishes.
They control all of that stuff.
They control the banks. They have 2 Make-A-Wishes a cancer kid. It's chaos. But I got to, so my Make-A-Wish was actually, my Make-A-Wish was to do stand-up comedy at Caroline's on Broadway. Which doesn't.
That was your Make-A-Wish.
That was my.
What was your Jewish one?
My Jewish one. Wish? So my Jewish wish was actually, I swear to God, it was to meet the New York Rangers. Right now, this is the thing. It's a little bit of a continuation of what I was saying before. Was that the New York Rangers were so bad? This is how bad they were. When I met them, the survival percentage for my cancer in my age range was higher than their win percentage at the time. So, like, at that point, like, who is meeting who? Like, I'm being, like, rolled into the locker room. They're like, this is Eitan Levine. He's 10 years old. He has cancer. He's in a wheelchair. And he's here to show you what a real winner looks like, okay? This is the bar. He beat cancer. You can't tie the Islanders? What are we doing over here?
It's horrible that you went in and you felt bad for them.
Yeah, they were like, please let us meet one.
So when you went to Caroline's, how old were you?
I was 15 years old.
How was that?
It was incredible.
You got a lot of charity laughs, right? You rolled in a wheelchair, you had cancer and everything, you had IV tubes and everything.
I was on crutches. I wasn't bald. I hope that they paid off the audience. If they didn't, that would have been a little bit of like leaving it up to chance if I'm like.
Did you crush it? Did people?
I did. I did here's the thing about that is that I got the video afterwards, and that video, like, I sent it everywhere. Like, it was awesome. It was a cool night. What's great about Make-A-Wish is that they drove my friends in a limousine. It was like a whole big night. And, you know, whenever I think about Make-A-Wish, I think that people think like, oh, Make-A-Wish, like, cancer kid gets to meet John Cena or, you know, gets to go to a concert or Disney or whatever. Realistically, what Make-A-Wish actually does is it makes cancer kids, like, for a second, not be in cancer world. Like, that is an actual benefit there because for the entirety of when you're going through cancer, you're getting poked and prodded and needled and this and that. When you're meeting John Cena, when you're going to meet, say anything.
John Stamos.
Yeah. John Stamos. When you're going to do this, like, you're not in that world, and that's, like, a big, big benefit.
So it's just a break from all the tests and everything else.
Yeah, totally.
And you can just be focused on that one thing. And their wishes are they'll do anything. But in most cases, whether it's Disney or whatever else, sometimes, like for instance, when you do stand-up at Caroline's, not there anymore, but I mean, that's for a 15-year-old, I guess, make a few phone calls. Next thing you're in there.
Did they think that was nuts? Or like, listen, we could like get you anything you want. Yeah. You want to go do stand-up. It's brutal.
It was actually this. That was the second thing I requested. The first thing I requested, which they did not do, which at the time I was like, wow, you guys can't do.
Family show.
It was, it was the Olsen twins. No, it was, it was a battle bot.
It was what?
It was a battle bot. Thank you. Anyways,
like the show that used to be on Comedy Central?
Yeah, that fighting robot show. Yeah. So a bunch of Make-A-Wish reps came over to my house, and they were like, what do you want? And I was like, here's what I wanted. I put in a VHS of the battle bots, and they were just like, no.
They're like,
this is impossible to do. So
you wanted to build a battle bot with them and fight on the TV show.
I was like, you get me one of these and we go and we win the tournament. And they were like, this is not possible. There are limitations, you know.
Yeah.
That's realistically, I'm not just gonna hand a 10-year-old like a fighting robot and a ticket to Vegas to be like, go get him, champ. You know,
they're made out of like table saws.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. There's big flipper arms and things like that. It was.
You're already in a wheelchair.
So they turned down the first one, and then you said, "I want to go do stand up."
Yeah,
which you probably had on the back burner. You were ready with that one.
It was fun, you know.
Did you also wish I want to control all the media and all the banks?
That's why So when I asked them to do the battle bots, I was like in the production level. You know, I wanted to work in the marketing department of battle bots, and they weren't able to help me out there.
So tell me about tonight. So the Mariners, and you, and what pitch will you throw?
Let me just say, by the way, Frasier, it's not this energetic. What's up?
No, this is way more fun than Frasier.
Yeah, I just assumed I'd come in here and John's got his
Seattle.
Exactly.
What's the pitch for tonight?
So
what are you thinking of doing?
Tonight, the big one is I'm going to do a light ephus, which is where I chuck it as high as humanly possible to not embarrass myself in front of the Seattle Mariners fans out there. But yeah, it's pitch number 32.
And I like the fact that you come with your own. You bring your own baseballs.
Yes,
You're
Rawlings.
sponsored, right?
Yeah,
By-
Rawlings, not sponsored, but Rawlings is the official ball of the 51st Pitches Project. So they sent over 60 customized baseballs that we
Sick.
throw out. That actually just happened a couple of days ago. That we got the balls and everything like that. So. Yeah, there's going to be a bunch. I have like 50 baseballs. I have a bunch of merch now. Everything I own is minor league baseball.
Right, the
You're
hat,
decked
the
out
shirt,
right
you got
now
it
and
all
like
on.
free stuff.
Yeah, Oakland A's gave me this Grateful Dead hat.
Is it weird going out there throwing the first pitch and then afterwards they escort you to like the exit that most people aren't going, and then all of a sudden you're into that sort of dark, weird, dusty hallway, and then it's over. Like
You
the
stay for the
celebrity's
game,
gone.
though, right? You watch the games?
Well, here's the thing: is that I'm throwing out a first pitch for the White Sox at the end of September, and I think I am actually closing for them. So I think I go right. They give me the jersey, and I go, yeah, it's interesting, But the thing is like the best part about this project is that I love baseball. I've been able to spend the summer, and realistically, the way this all started was because I got family in Israel. Past year, not been great politically. Everyone's kind of PO'd at each other, and I came across this record unclaimed at 40 in the middle of like doom scrolling.
Yeah.
I thought it was a pretty good way to sidestep the chaos that I predicted, and obviously everyone predicted it, but it's been like crazy the past couple of months. So this was a nice way to like sidestep that and to just watch as much baseball as humanly possible. And I've been having the best summer of all time. I don't know if there's someone, with the exception of Chapel Roan and Travis Kelce last summer, I don't think anybody's having a better summer than me.
Wow. How's the family?
Oh, the mishpacha's good. Family's safe. My mom's good.
Mom's good?
It's funny. I walk into Are we going to commercial? Is that what's happening now? Or
We gotta go to traffic.
oh my god, traffic. I'll tell you this about my mom. And then,
You want to hold yourself over?
I got no idea what's going on here.
hang out.
Yeah, want to hang out?
You do have to go soon, though. Not like we want you to go, but you have to
Louise,
get to
Liz,
Joe.
I
I
know.
have cancer.
Yeah,
He's got cancer.
Roll me out of here.
You got to roll at 5 o'clock pitch.
I know life is fleeting.
Oh, well, drop that on him. Let's go to Nate in the Beacon Plumbing Traffic Desk. Nathan?
All right, see ya.